I adopted my husband's illegitimate children after his affair ruined his life, and now they call me mother. For 7 years, my life was defined by empty nurseries and negative pregnancy tests. I went through 4 rounds of IVF, spent our entire savings, and cried myself to sleep every time a doctor shook their head. I wanted to be a mother more than I wanted to breathe. My husband, Derek, claimed he was heartbroken too. But while I was drowning in grief, Derek was finding comfort in the arms of his 22-year-old receptionist, Chloe. When the truth came out, it didn't just break our marriage, it exploded it. Chloe was pregnant. Not just with 1 baby, but eventually 2, back to back. Derek left me, moved into a trashy apartment with her, and tried to play the role of the hip, young dad. But karma moves fast. Reality hit them like a brick wall. 2 babies under 2 years old isn't a romance movie, it's a war zone. Derek and Chloe couldn't handle the stress. They started spiraling hard. Derek was fired from his corporate job for showing up hungover, and Chloe spent her days partying while leaving the toddlers with sketchy neighbors. Derek's family, who are deeply religious and obsessed with appearances, completely wiped their hands of the situation. They called the babies sins and bastards and refused to even look at them. I tried to move on, but I couldn't stop thinking about those kids. They didn't ask to be born into a circus. They were innocent. Last year, I got a text from Derek at 2 a.m., begging for money because they couldn't afford diapers. I drove over to their apartment to drop him off myself. When the door opened, my heart shattered. The place smelled like stale beer, the sink was overflowing with mold, and those 2 beautiful, dirty little toddlers were huddled on a mattress in the corner, crying from hunger. Derek and Chloe were passed out on the couch. I didn't yell. I didn't make a scene. I went out to my car, called Child Protective Services, and waited. When the state removed the kids, Derek's family refused to take custody. They preferred the children go into foster care rather than suffer the shame of the affair. That's when I stepped up. I walked into the family court, looked the judge in the eye, and applied for emergency foster placement. Derek and Chloe were too broke and too addicted to the nightlife to fight it. They eventually surrendered their parental rights in exchange for me not pursuing them for child support. 6 months ago, the adoption went through. I legally became their mother. I used Derek's own family inheritance, which I won a portion of in our divorce settlement, to buy them a house with a massive backyard. Yesterday, the oldest, Liam, scraped his knee. He didn't run to the door looking for Derek or Chloe. He ran straight into my arms, buried his face in my shirt, and whispered, "I love you, Mommy." Derek is currently living in a motel, texting me weekly to tell me I stole his life. But the truth is, he threw his life away, and I just caught the blessings he dropped in the mud.